Hey, good afternoon, Facebook friends. Today I thought I'd come in and chat with you a little bit about how important is customer excellence to building your brand, building your company as an entrepreneur and a business owner, as someone who's working with your business, in your business. It's really important to establish the key element in making an impact as a powerful brand in your community. And I appreciate you guys are joining me. I had a little bit of a technical difficulty with previous video, but I'm so delighted and excited that you're joining me. That means that you want to learn, you want to grow, and you're teachable as the leader. So I'm really excited to have you on this live video. And I thought about a couple of ideas as I've been thinking and reflecting on what really makes a brand stand out. And with my experience with the major hospitality brands for 20 years, there's some things that we truthfully, I think, really forgot in the last few years. And you see that whether it's retail or another store that you're going into, you're doing business with other people. So let me dive into those 3 tips to really add value to your business, because I know you're building a brand. I know you're trying to make an impact with your business. So number 1, and this is very important if you have a team around you, this is number 1 important tip for you to create customer excellence with your brand. Everybody has to have their skin in the game. What I'm saying here is that everyone must be not just physically there, but emotionally engaged, emotionally committed to the purpose of your brand, to the purpose of your business. If people are not, it creates a misalignment in what you're trying to achieve as one of the leaders in your organization, if not the leader in your organization. You're trying to accomplish a vision, you're trying to accomplish a goal. Everyone must have that emotional engagement. The skin in the game is very important, because that's how you can win the hearts and minds of your customers. And your customers, truthfully, they are the results of scaling up your service. Scaling up that customer excellence is when people are coming back to do more business, because everyone in your organization is truthfully committed and engaged. We know that engagement has been a problem in the last few years, and I know that many leaders are working on bridging that gap of engagement. One of the best way to do that is with tip number 1, have everybody's full commitment into that service excellence vision. Number 2, and I think this is where most of us and many of us are not doing enough. And what I'm saying here is, just to be honest with you, I think that we can do more in that area. I think we know the intellectual capital of creating that emotional connection, that personal connection with that customer. We know that it's very valuable. But one question that you must ask yourself is, am I doing enough? Have I called this person? Have I followed up with this customer? Have I really created a personal connection that's meaningful to them? One of the best things that people describe about Google and Apple as brands is that they know that the picture of success is about the end user, is about the person who's using the product, someone who's using it day in and day out. How do they feel about that? But most importantly, they want to know their customer. They want to know their needs. They want to anticipate them even further so they can create that personal connection. Number 3, and this is very, very important, that's going to make your business stand out. They're going to make your brand stand out. Are you ready for this? Number 3 is the +1 experience. People are not, and especially customers and clients, are not interested in average experiences anymore. Here's what I'm saying. If you're a business in a very competitive environment or very competitive industry, you have to stand out. The only way to do this is to create a +1 experience for your customers and clients, because that's the only way that they can truthfully recommend your business to their colleagues, to their family, to someone else. And so work on that +1 experience. And for every industry, for every business, it may be something different. But remember, what makes you unique, what makes you stand out in the competitive environment that we're looking at. The major battleground right now for many businesses, for many brands, is customer excellence. And I'm saying customer excellence because customer service is just the basics, it's just a foundation. But if you have customer excellence, then people will do business with you and recommend you more and more and more. So be thinking about those 3 tips that I'm sharing this with you today, and I'm going to share with you more and more about what does it take to build that loyalty and create a brand of customer excellence. Have yourself a great day. Feel free to share your comments and feedback. Truthfully, I've seen some of you guys give me some positive vibes on the videos. Share comments, feedback, what you think. What would be your top 3 tips on how to build a brand with customer excellence? Have yourself a great day.